The views and opinions expressed are solely those of the speaker. They do not reflect the position of CENJOWS or the government. The speaker confirms the content is original and accurate.
Welcome to the CENJOWS podcast, brought to you by Center for Joint Warfare Studies, Ministry of Defense. Today we have a very distinguished guest, Air Cmde RN Gaekwad, a veteran fighter pilot of the Indian Air Force, and currently serving as the Joint Registrar of the NFSU, National Forensic Science University. With decades of operational experience in system integration and military modernization, Air Cmde Gaekwad brings a rare combination of strategic insight and ground-level understanding of India's defense innovation system. Sir, a very warm welcome to the CENJOWS podcast.
Thank you, Dhruv.
Thank you, sir. So, sir, today we have prepared a very vast amount of questions. Like there are many startups who are planning to enter into the defense ecospace. Through this conversation, we will at least help them to understand, and me also to understand okay, if someone wants to enter, how to enter it, or what are the challenges that we are currently facing. So with this, the very first question that I feel that everyone should know is, so India's defense export touched 23,622 crore in financial year 25. A remarkable 34x growth in a decade. From your vantage point as a former IAF officer and someone deeply engaged with the defense ecosystem, how would you describe the quality and the character of this growth? Like, what are the foundations that are making this trajectory sustainable?
Okay, whenever a figure of exports is talked about or thrown at you, when I look at the total quantum of exports, I always look at it from two different points of view.
Okay.
One is the commercial value, which is known to everyone.
Acha.
Okay. Suppose I do export of 100 rupees, it says that I have done an export of 100 rupees and got 100 rupees from abroad. Okay. But I also look at it from a different point of view, that what is the operational capability. Okay. Just right. The quantum of export does not convey your own operational capability. Okay, I may be exporting a lot of items for huge sum of amount.
Right.
But those items are not giving me any operational edge.
Oh,
so
yes.
Pure exports does not convey anything to an operational person. It has got a lot of commercial value, but I have a doubt whether it can be translated into an operational value on the face of it.
Okay.
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 So this is how export figures need to be looked at, but two different perspectives. One is from the commercial point of view, how it is adding to our economy.
Yes.
Our export potentials, our foreign exchange income. But as a military person, I would like to understand that when my exports are increasing, does it actually practically increase my operational capability or not?
Right. That is a very different perspective because everyone views export from a commercial point of view. Okay, this is being bringing up this much exchange and all. So with this, government has set a very ambitious target of 35,000 crore in defense export. So what role the MSME, the startups, the upcoming startups can play alongside the larger players, like these larger established players like HAL, BEL, and the private OEMs in achieving this target?
Okay, Dhruv, whatever I tell you is from my personal experience. Okay?
Right.
So, you're 35-36 years in the Air Force, and last 6-7 years that I'm spending with a lot of startups, bigger companies also, with the academia, where I'm presently posted as Joint Registrar, plus my interaction with IDS when I was posted there, and I started something of my own also, just to see whether what people are saying, the companies or industries are saying, how true it is, okay, whether it is their perception or fact. So I went through a cycle of 6 years till now, and I'm not saying that I've ended that cycle, but I'm at a different level in this whole cycle to study the impact of MSMEs, the part to be played by OEM. When I say OEM, as far as India is concerned, BEL, HAL, and all the PSUs and DPSUs are like OEMs. Right. Even if they have got the TOT from outside, for us they are OEM, like Hawk. OEM is actually somebody else in UK.
Yes, so
but for the Indian Air Force, OEM is HAL, because HAL has got the TOT and all the licenses
Yes.
to behave like a or represent like a OEM. Okay.
Right.
So when you compare HAL with other aircraft manufacturing companies like Thales or Dassault or likes of it in Europe or America, most of them, they do not make anything of their own. Okay. So
Like the foreign OEMs.
Exactly. Okay.
Okay.
So it is a congregation or support of hundreds and thousands of small industries which contribute to the larger picture, which is visualized or conceptualized by the OEM.
Okay.
Okay. OEM invariably is not the one who does everything. No, they cannot.
Right.
If
Definitely.
you see
Yes.
the build of a Airbus 380,
Hmm.
you don't know how many industries right till the village level are involved in that. No, wings are made
Definitely.
somewhere, fuselage is made somewhere. They all got to one place, and integration is done by the OEM as per their plan.
System
So
integration.
most
Yes.
OEMs are not the original manufacturers. But in India, the OEM wants to do everything on their own. And when they get stuck, they are looking at MSMEs. That's
Yes.
not the way, to my mind. No, personally, they should look at a larger picture and get it executed. So what I always tell people is, the core team should do the thinking. They should conceptualize, but the execution should be decentralized. And when I say decentralized in the industry is concerned, it could be startups, it could be individual innovators. I'll just give an example. Rafale, which we have imported,
Yes.
the gloves are made in a very small village. But we are importing, saying as if the OEM is selling it to us. No,
Oh.
they outsource their requirement. The industry, whatever level, whether startups ecosystem or their own ecosystem, they come out with the product. Now they
Okay.
compete, and the OEM is just looking at the right product and inducting it. It is not that they will now buy out that small company and then start manufacturing of their own. No, it is not like that. They identify the small industries, outsource their problem statement, see the reply, see the solution, and induct the solution. They do not have the ambition of becoming a very big company where it's like Amazon, A to Z, everything is under one roof. It is not like
Yes.
that. It is not like that.
Okay.
Okay, HL is also doing, but what they do is mostly is where they get stuck. They now look outwards to the industry. No, that's not the right way. Right from beginning, they should induct all kinds of manufacturers, designers, innovators, so that the whole ecosystem is developed. Typically, in our case, we look at the ecosystem when we are stuck at some place. Okay, so the potential of export will be broad-based if all the MSMEs are inducted at the right time. When I said at the right time, is at the conceptualization of the project.
Okay.
When a problem statement comes, they should be part of giving a decision or a solution. Only then it will work.
Okay.
Okay, so there is a difference between what general thought process is there and what I feel about it from my own personal experience.
Okay. So you are saying like every companies should like not most of it, but at least some part of it should be outsourced so that everyone can be
To
included.
my mind, 80% should be outsourced.
Okay,
And
80%.
I'll tell you another problem which comes to my mind is
Like the IDEX part, like
not
we give
IDEX.
up.
Let the company look for smaller companies to
Acha.
fulfill their requirement.
Yes.
But there is a pitfall, especially in India is concerned. Okay,
Acha.
when you talk about aerospace industries, which place comes to your mind?
Bangalore.
At the most, Hyderabad.
Yeah, because aerospace
And
parks.
when you induct ISRO, maybe a couple of other places.
Right.
Israel is a very small place. Singapore is a very small place.
Yes.
Do you think they have the luxury of having one Bangalore in Israel and one Hyderabad in Israel?
No, definitely not.
Okay, it is.
Yes.
See, necessity is the mother of all inventions.
Right.
If you keep looking at one point for all the answers, answers will come, but at the cost of time, effort, and money.
Okay.
Okay, if I am to do, I will find an answer, but when, I don't know. How much it will cost, I don't know. So what we fail to understand, including DRDO, is you see the ecosystem is developed around the lab.
Yes.
Okay, so every small vendor of supporting that lab is from that geographical area. You mean to say
yes.
nothing is possible in the north?
No, it is possible.
Everything is possible
Yes.
everywhere.
Yes.
It is just that we are looking at a very convenient, a very quick answer.
Okay.
So when you are looking at a point, you shout, "This is my problem." Obviously, people who are located around your company will
They
be
will
able to
catch
reach
first.
there.
Yes.
Somebody to reach from northeast will take 2 days to reach you.
Definitely.
By then, the decision has already been taken.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not a simple problem. The solution that we are looking for is we are looking for an easy solution, not a simple solution. I always say for a very complex problem, solution is always simple. But we tend to complicate the whole solution only, not the problem.
I get it. Yeah, this is a thing which I faced in the engineering also.
I tell you, if software development is the intellectual property of Bangalore or Southern India, we are wrong. That is place where we are going wrong.
Okay, yes.
Okay, each state is contributing towards the development, both economic and other development of the country. You mean to say Pune doesn't have a good software this thing, Noida doesn't have.
They definitely
But
have it,
they
yes.
are all interested in export because nobody is looking at them. Now you will see drone industries are coming up in
Noida, yes.
because they do not get the kind of support which is required to be given.
Yeah, I get it. So with that, like since you have mentioned MSME, so India has now approximately 16,000 MSME and over 619 startups engaged in defense. In your experience, are the key enablers and the pathways that will allow these players to move up in the value chain and become at least the tier one contributors to the India's defense production system?
Okay, now you quoted some number of 6,000
yes.
MSMEs and 600 and something startups.
Available in the internet,
Okay.
yes.
So this is open source data. I'm sure a lot of more industries are there which are not happy doing what they are doing day to day. Okay. So what is the problem with MSMEs vis-a-vis the bigger industries? They do not have reach. When I say reach, they don't know where to go. If I have a product, I am a startup. I don't know what is Army headquarters, what is Air Force, Vayu Bhavan, who's the right person over there. So I do not have the reach to the right person. Whereas DPSUs, PSUs or bigger industries, they have full ecosystem to do this work only.
Yes.
They have all sorts of people posted to Delhi. They have offices here. This part is very well looked after. For a MSME or a startup to do this, it's just not possible.
Right, definitely.
Suppose I make it a point that I give a audience to the startups, to the respective command headquarters or people who are in the decision making. But that is very rare, very rare. I can't, it's not my full-time job. But when I come to know that a startup is doing well, the product is good, I try to connect to them to the right people. Okay, it is after that their problem whether the product is good, the pricing is correct or not. That I'm not. I just make
That's
it a
biased
point to give them a platform where they can deal directly or talk directly with the user, so that there are no intermediaries who will twist the problem statement or twist the answers given by the startup. So reach is the first point. Second is funding. Okay, now startups are putting their own fund.
Yes, they are bootstrapped.
I am interacting with all the students and all. They take loan from parents. They take loan from
banks and all.
But they have good product or service.
Yes.
So if I make them available a reach, probably they have crossed one hurdle.
Yes.
Okay. Now they need funding. When a user says no, not this way, but I want this kind of a solution, which is 20% off the solution provided by startup. It entails money.
Yes.
It needs a lot of effort and time. Okay, now, like I said, the startup, they hardly have they are never cash rich. Okay, unless a startup which is backed up by a bigger company, and startup is started by a bigger company just to take the benefit of startup, they are a different league only. Okay, so I am talking about a normal startup, college pass out.
The enthusiastic students.
Service or a thing they start up. Now, month to month or quarter to quarter, they are struggling to give salary only.
Yes.
They do not have spare cash to try out different things.
Right.
Okay. So if the user tweaks the product requirement little bit, the startup start struggling to find investor or manage money. They have the capability. Okay, mind you, they have the capability, but they do not have the reach. If they have the reach, then they do not have the funding to meet the product specification to the required, the user's requirement. Yes, now suppose he has managed to make a product. Okay, he has reached the right user. User says, "I want this in this form." Product is developed. Now, when you come out with the RFP, you'll find all kinds of QRs for a company to qualify.
Yes.
Why जो बंदा is trying to stand up on his feet, you are saying so much business should have been done.
Itha business, this much thing, or this is going to be
Quantitative and
registered.
qualitative, there is a difference. Okay, why the bigger players are able to compete is not because of their purely because of their capability. It is a financial muscle that they flex, which the startup cannot, is making the difference in allotment of contract. Okay. Suppose government says, okay, we remove these requirements of previous performance of last 1 year or 3 years, financial. Now, if a contract is such that I have to set up a huge production line, where will I get money to start the production line?
Yes.
So setting up infrastructure to scale up my production is the next problem. So startups are facing only all problems, whereas a PSU doesn't have to worry about paying salary. They don't have to be accountable for R&D funds output. If you see calculate the economics of development, it's very costly.
Yes, it is costly. R&D is a costly business.
Okay, it's a costly business. PSUs, DPSUs or government organizations are able to sustain because somebody else is funding them.
Yes.
If today you tell the PSUs that you do your own funding, they will cut down the strength to half. Okay, they will start serving tea themselves. They will make their own, get their own tiffin from the car. All these things will happen because somebody else is funding, somebody else is paying for it. They are trying to score above the MSMEs or startups. That's not the right way. Okay, so I'm not only cribbing. I can give a solution also. If there is a RFP which is coming out, all the financial credentials, government should say, I'm not saying waive off. Okay. Government should be the guarantor for that.
A guarantor, yes.
Government should be the guarantor for that.
Yes.
Don't waive off.
waive off करने से मतलब credibility
will come in.
Yes.
You feel that the product being provided or a service being provided by the startup is good. It is meeting all the operational requirements. Then government should stand as a guarantor.
Right.
And I'm not saying that government will lose money in this. Okay, I remember I had given a presentation to the General Bipin Rawat. Okay, when he was CDS.
Late CDS.
Once again, I had represented NFSU that time.
Okay.
And I said, sir, NFSU is another government organization. I am proposing certain projects, but I need funding because NFSU being an academic institution do not have R&D fund or any other funds to other than the academic. So he agreed to allot X amount of funds, withdrawing from obviously from all three services. The deal or the proposal given by me was, you give me this amount of money, I will return it after 5 years. Okay?
Yes.
So I'm not taking it as a grant. I'm just taking it as a loan with no collateral.
Yes.
Okay. My collateral is only my DSOP or my pension. Okay, which is nothing. So what I told him after 5 years, so he asked me, how are you being so sure? I said, if I fund 10 companies, which after due diligence, I understand the product that they are giving is good. If not globally, at least for India consumers, it is good. Then I'm sure out of 9-10 industries, if one is a success, the amount of expenditure that I do on 9 other failures, I will be able to recover in a 5 years time. Okay?
Yes.
So I keep telling banks when they come to me, do you want loan? I said, I want loan. but you follow my proposal,
Yes.
then it is possible. So what I'm doing is the risk I am spreading on 10 people. It is not at one person.
10 people, of them at least one
How
or
is
two would succeed.
how is the insurance business running? It is
Right.
spreading it like this, yet it is making profit.
Yes, right.
Okay, so not exactly replicate the whole system like
System like that,
that,
but
but there are a lot of economists, Nobel Prize winners in
you
India.
can take a thought
They need to look
from
at
it.
this.
Yes.
All the bankers, who are losing so much of money to few debtors,
Yes.
it is better they bet some 1% as a bad debt
Hmm.
for the startups. I think our country as a whole uh, will do much faster progress. I'm 100% sure.
Oh, that's
Brain is there, ideas are there, money is not there. So if you fill up that gap, I think we will be progressing much faster.
yeah, I get it. Everything is there, just financial support is required. So given your deep experience in system integration and military modernization, what do you see the most significant opportunities for the MSMEs and the startups in the India's defense sector today? And what ground realities the policymakers, because DAP is coming up, so what ground realities the policymakers should be mindful of, like when they design the future frameworks or any kind of frameworks in for this ecosystem in regard?
Okay, we'll talk about DAP a little later.
Acha,
Okay,
okay.
we'll first talk about the policy.
Ha, theek hai, let's talk
Okay.
about the policy first.
So I've been in Israel for little over a year.
Okay.
I've seen very closely their industry, their defense, their the whole ecosystem, including their intelligence agencies. Okay. The stark difference between them and us is only at one point. Okay. No, that point is very simple to state that we are no process driven, they are product driven or the result driven. They
Oh.
look at the result, whatever process, like we keep saying, no, as long as you get the target by hook or crook,
Crook
it doesn't matter.
Yes.
So this is the principle they follow almost practically everywhere. If the output is there, if the result is positive, whether you went running, rolling, or walking, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Output is there.
We are having DAPs and a whole lot of policies. If you go by policy, the best product can never be in your hand.
Okay.
And I don't. Nobody has to do a PhD to understand this. It's a common sense. Yeah? Cheapest. How will you get the best?
Ha, yes, definitely, right.
The overheads for private industries you cannot just waive off. Overheads for PSUs, DPSUs are not even calculated in the costing.
Yes.
So their costing will be different than the private industry
Right.
with very limited MOQs. So it's not. If you talk about policy, I think one single liner is, if we are more product or result oriented and not so much. I'm not saying throw the policies in or the process in dustbin. You tweak the policies and process to achieve the result. Not say कि
Okay.
मैंने पॉलिसी बना दिया वो तो ऐसा ही होगा.
Nahi, tweak it. Okay.
You change the policy. Yeah.
Ha.
You change. I am not saying change it negatively. You change it to suit the result.
Yes.
Okay. So people, after some time, these startups they burn out.
Ha, yes.
They are all debtors.
Yes.
पैसे ही नहीं पे कर रहे हैं.
हाँ,
एंड
कैसे
नॉर्मल
चलेगा?
बंदे को तो जेल में डाल दोगे. बड़े बड़े लोग इधर उधर घूम रहे हैं, उसको कोई नहीं डालेगा. Firstly, bank will not give till the time they are very sure कि मेरा पैसा is safe.
Yes.
Even if they make a mistake, that chap is on the road.
Right.
Either on the road or in the jail.
Right.
There's one actor,
Ha.
who's behind bar
Yes.
for some few crores.
Few crores. Right.
It is few because compared to others.
Compared to
They use
others,
money,
right? Yes.
But 5 crore could be few for against 1,000.
Yes. Right.
But he is behind the bar. The other chap is roaming around.
Ha.
So
You are definitely
a legal,
right.
loyal, honest person will always find it difficult to survive.
Right, definitely, sir. Matlab, I mean, everyone faces this, like whenever they try to take loan from bank. So yes, so just we are on a very end of this podcast. I have just last two very simple questions. So the thing is, sir, if you were to write one policy recommendation specifically for empowering MSME and startups in India's defense sector and hand it directly to the Honorable RM, what would it say?
Though I'll put it in one line, but it's got two parts. The one which I said earlier, Government of India should be the
The
guarantor.
guarantor.
Secondly, if an innovator is getting you a product,
Hmm.
you should bend the process if required to reach that destination.
Result
Okay,
oriented.
result oriented. So if you process is required, but if you tweak the process to meet the end result, I think one policy decision like that should do wonders to the whole ecosystem.
Okay, point noted, sir. And at the very last, what is your message to a young engineer like me and the thousand others in India, or the student innovators, or the grassroots startups like in various different cities that aspires to contribute to the India's defense sector? Like what they should know and where they should begin. I do agree hand holding is required.
No, all this is
Yes.
okay.
But then
the basic factor, I'll tell you what. Every innovator thinks that what product he or she is making is unique. It's not. Because you don't know who else is running in the same direction with the same product. No? It is only the person who comes first is visible.
First movers advantage.
I don't know where it is written, but generally it is said that person lookalikes, at least 5 are there in the whole world.
हाँ मैंने
So
बहुत बार
just
सुना है,
take
yes.
that, draw the conclusion from there. So at least there are 5 people, if not 5 people, at least 2 people thinking
Yes,
like you.
yes.
It's just that who comes first. It all matters.
Okay.
Okay. So that is the thought process. But for a young innovator or a startup, they are trying to build something which is using their skills or their creativity. No. As a company, as a commercial entity, you should try to meet the aspiration or requirement of a user.
Okay.
अगर यूजर को ये 2 चीजें चाहिए तो वो 2 ही देना है. उसको बोलना ये 2 छोड़ दे, मैं तेरे को और अच्छी चीज देता हूँ. He will not pay ना.
अच्छा हाँ.
जो पे कर रहा है, you should fulfill their requirement. Your product could be like I keep saying, अरे उसको Nokia का normal handset चाहिए तो उसको iPhone 17, why will he spend so much?
Yes, yes. हाँ right.
उसको चाहिए नहीं तो तुम
चाहिए ही नहीं तो फिर देगी
this
क्या
is
होगा?
better, this
हाँ.
is. So one thing, understand the user requirement, try to meet all the user requirement. No more, no less. Your
Got it.
product will be safer, and all your effort will see
Well-
light at the end of it.
Got it.
You can't say यार मेरा इतना अच्छा product है कोई नहीं ले रहा. अरे किसको चाहिए नहीं कौन लेगा?
No, I get it. You're right. So meet the user requirement, you will see the success in the end.
Definitely.
Got it, sir. Thank you, sir. So this that was Air Cmde RN Gaekwad, Joint Registrar at the National Forensic Science University, sharing his candid and incisive perspectives on India's defense innovation ecosystem. From the importance of result-driven policy over process-driven frequency and the result-oriented, like we have to be focused on the result-oriented thing. To his call for the honesty of purpose at every level, his word carry the weight of decades of operational experience and genuine commitments to the India's defense self-reliance. This has been the CENJOWS podcast produced by the Center for Joint Warfare Studies. If you found this conversation valuable, do share it with your network. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Dhruv.
Thank you, sir.